impacting the British royal family. On Wednesday, the British public broadcaster promised to get to the truth about how it got an interview with Princess Diana as it announced the terms of an independent investigation. The 1995 interview lifted curtains off the late Princess Diana's troubled marriage. The probe comes after Diana's brother recent claims against the British broadcaster Earl Spencer. The late princess's brother alleged that the BBC journalist Martin Bashir used forged bank statements to convince Diana to do the Panorama interview back in 1995. Spencer said, and I quote, "If it were not for me seeing these statements, I would not have introduced Bashir to my sister." And so in an exclusive interview to the British publication Daily Mail, Diana's brother made shocking revelations about the royal family. He alleged that the then Panorama reporter made a number of false and defamatory claims about senior royals during a meeting with him in order to only gain his trust and access to his sister. BBC's Director General Tim Davies said, and I quote, "The BBC is determined to get to the truth about these events, and that is why we have commissioned an independent investigation." Now, Diana's son and the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, welcomed the investigation and said that it was a step in the right direction. In an official statement, the Kensington Palace says that Prince William tentatively welcomed the investigation. On Wednesday, the BBC announced that Lord Dyson, one of the country's most senior retired judges and a former Supreme Court judge, had been appointed to lead the inquiry. Diana's TV appearance was watched by 23 million people at the time and sent shockwaves through the monarchy. Talking about Princess Diana and her troubled marriage, Netflix's show The Crown released its 4th season this week. The audiences were introduced to a slew of new characters drawn from the pages of history, including Princess Diana. The Netflix drama, based on real-life events which are not entirely factual, depicts the not-so-loyal union of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. It falls on the lines of Princess Diana's famous statement that there were 3 people in her marriage. The third person being Prince Charles' wife and the Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla Parker Bowles. And so the key question that now arises is, what is this interview all about? Let's listen in to our London Bureau Chief Mandy Clark's inputs.
The BBC is investigating how it obtained the explosive 1995 interview of Princess Diana that lifted the lid on her troubled marriage to Prince Charles. The corporation says it's approved the appointment of a former Supreme Court judge to lead the probe. Now, the move comes after calls from the late princess's brother, Charles Spencer. He claims that the reporter who conducted the interview, Martin Bashir, showed him faked documents to persuade his sister to take part. In the November 1995 interview, which was watched by a record 22.8 million people, and Diana detailed the collapsing marriage of the heir to the throne. Now, she famously said there were 3 people in the marriage, her, Charles, and his longtime lover, Camilla Parker Bowles, and she revealed that she too had been unfaithful. Now, Diana and Charles formally divorced in 1996, and she died in a car crash in Paris the following year. This inquiry has come about because of new reports that have surfaced, allegedly stating that Martin Bashir used underhanded methods to persuade Diana to talk, including claiming her own staff members were being paid to spy on her. The BBC set out the terms of reference for the probe, focusing on the role of Martin Bashir, who was little known at the time, but went on to have a global career. It is considering the mocked-up bank statements purportedly showing payments to a former employee of Earl Spencer and the alleged payments to members of the royal household. Now, Bashir has not responded to these latest claims. The BBC has said he is seriously unwell after contracting the coronavirus. The BBC has been accused of a cover-up in a previous inquiry when rumors about Bashir's alleged methods first surfaced. And it said this latest inquiry will be published once it's complete, and that the BBC is determined to get to the truth.